Hey guys, it's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about the Tome Topple round 11. So I tried to do Tome Topple last year, things just didn't go as planned. And so this year, since we are all in quarantine or in self-isolation, however you want to describe it, I figured now is the great time to try to complete a Tome Topple. So there are some prompts. Again, you don't really have to follow them as long as you read books, as many books as you can that are over 500 pages. They really don't care what you do or what you read, but there are some suggestions. There are some prompts that you could be reading. So the prompts are 1, the tome that has been on your TBR the longest, 2, a tome audiobook, 3, a tome that's part of a series, 4, a standalone tome, 5, read one tome, 6, a tome featuring an AAPI main character and or written by an AAPI author, which is Asian American Pacific Islander. It's just like their awareness month. And then number 7 is a tome from a genre you don't usually read. And 8, the tome on your TBR with the most pages. And number 9 is an adult tome. So there are 9 prompts. You don't have to complete them all. Again, if you do complete them all, you are like crazy with the reading, because this is only a 2-week readathon. It starts on May 9th, it goes through May 22nd, and I only have 3 books planned. Again, I don't know if that'll happen because of the books that I have decided to read, but without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the books that I plan on reading. Also, there is also a little thing where if you do complete a certain number of prompts, you get a level of like, I don't know what they call it, but like if you read 1 to 3, or if you complete 1 to 3 prompts, you are a student. If you read 4 to 6 prompts, you are a scholar. If you read 7 to 9, you are a sage. So like it's just like different levels that you could possibly get. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and get right into this. So the first book I plan on reading is going to be completing the prompts of a tome that's part of a series, and a tome featuring an AAPI main character and or written by an AAPI author. And for that, I went ahead and picked up Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. Obviously, this is about Crazy Rich Asians. There are Asian Americans plus Pacific Islanders featured in this book, as well as the author is from Singapore, I believe. That's where this is like basically written. But this is a pretty heavy book. Like, I didn't realize how big it was. Like, I never thought of it being, you know, huge. But then you look at it and you pull up the pages and you're like, holy cow, there's over 500 pages in it. And it's because these pages are so thin. There are 527 pages in this book, even though it looks really small. So I went ahead and picked this one up. I've heard good things. I've seen the movie. The one thing I think is going to be more difficult is that you don't really get a point of view. I mean, it's taken place mainly in Rachel's point of view, but you could be reading a chapter and then it switches to somebody else's point of view that's in the same room. So that could get confusing, but we will see. So there's that first book. The next book I have is going to be a tome audiobook, so read a book that's a tome and read at least 1 tome. And this one has been on the TBR for a while, and you know, I had started reading it in December and now it's time to finish it, and that is Serpent and Dove by Shelby Maharin. I had started this and got to page 125 and then just stopped reading it, but I will be restarting this book because I don't really remember what happened. I do, but it's not like fresh in my mind, so I'll go ahead and re-listen to that, and then hopefully this will be done and I can just take it off of my TBR because it has been there for a while. So I'm looking forward to this, and I know the second book comes out I think later this year, if not early next year, so we'll see what happens with this, and I really hope I love this because a lot of people are really enjoying this. And then the last book that I have planned was originally in my Owls TBR, but I ended up changing it. And this is going to be completing a tome from a genre that you don't usually read and a tome on your TBR with the most pages. This book has 799 pages in it. And it is a fantasy book, which I don't really read a lot of, and that is Crescent City, or House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. So there's that, you guys. I will be reading this month. I know a lot of people are like, the first like 50 pages or 100 pages are pretty dense and it's just a bunch of world building, and then it gets really info dumpy and it doesn't really get good until like, you know, page 600, which I'm totally fine with, because usually like the first book is not going to be the greatest because of all of the world building and everything, you know, within a new series. So we'll see how I like this, because I know that this is going to take me a while to get through because of how lengthy it is and just some of the things that people have said about it. So if I finish this, I will be very happy with myself. And if I finish all 3 of these books, I will be very, very happy with myself. So I'm really excited. So that is pretty much it for this video. I really only had 3 books planned for this. I don't want, you know, to make it more difficult for myself, but I will leave all of the prompts listed below, as well as the hosts. I know Samantha over at Samantha Thoughts on Tomes is the main host. I don't know the other hosts, but I will leave links in the description for you to go check that out. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I don't really have much, y'all. It's been a crazy couple of days, and I don't really know what's going on with my life right now, but we will get through this. So with that being said, you guys, my social medias are listed below. I just let you know that I'm not really active on Twitter, but I am active on Instagram and Goodreads, so go ahead and check me out on those. And if you have any video ideas, please let me know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, please give me a like and a subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.